Now, before you run and jump to conclusions, I'm not talking about a Ghost spinoff. I'm not talking about Call of Duty Ghost getting a spinoff or a Call of Duty Ghost 2, but I will explain how that would be absolutely brilliant if they put that in next year, but that's something that's just wishful thinking. Welcome to the new Chaos Call of Duty channel. Today, we're talking about the actual Ghost spin-off campaign that could be coming in 2023. So you guys stick around for the video and let me know what you think, because this could end up being really, really good. And a lot of people are wondering, because Activision put out that you're getting a premium offering in 2023, like it's going to be a new AAA title. That's not exactly what's happening. Make sure you guys drop a like. Make sure you're subscribed to the new Chaos Call of Duty channel. And Ghost, one of the most iconic characters in COD history, made his debut in the original Modern Warfare 2. He's been a prominent figure in the rebooted Modern Warfare series, and he's not going anywhere as of yet. Now, there's not a lot known about Ghost, and I think that's what the allure is about him. His mask is one of the most recognizable images in the entire series, and he recently became a meme thanks to that scene from Modern Warfare 2's campaign where he's very uncomfortably sitting in a car with the player's character. Now, Modern Warfare 2's campaign, pretty well received. Let me know what you guys think of it. Now, some accuse it of being a bit on the slow side. I actually liked that it kind of toned things back a little bit, made them feel more like a tense and personal game instead of a Michael Bay movie, with the belief being that Modern Warfare 2 is going to be a 2-year game instead of following COD's usual cycle. Many people have been wondering what's actually going to happen next year, especially since it will mark the 20th anniversary of the entire Call of Duty franchise. Up until this point, the main theory has been that Activision will release a massive expansion for Modern Warfare 2, which features new multiplayer content, a new campaign, which would be a first for the series. I'm excited for it. Now, given the ending of Modern Warfare 2's base campaign, I think it's safe to say Infinity Ward intends on continuing in the future. But according to a rather trusted leaker within the COD community, we may actually know who the DLC campaign is going to follow. Now, take it all with a grain of salt, as usual, since none of this is officially confirmed, but we're going to talk about the new leaks regarding the story of Modern Warfare 2's upcoming DLC and what it will mean for the game and the franchise as a whole. I'll do my best to avoid spoilers for the Modern Warfare 2 campaign if you haven't gotten to it yet, but some of those things are going to be unavoidable, so keep that in mind as we move forward. If you've already played Modern Warfare 2, no worries. If you're planning on playing it or getting it for Christmas, you may want to sit this video out and come back. Now, a trusted COD leaker known as Ralph's Valve recently wrote an exclusive article on whatifgaming.com. He claimed that Infinity Ward is currently working on an expansion for Modern Warfare 2 that would spin off a story starring none other than Ghost. The article claims that the campaign would dive into Ghost's psyche and make him a little more three-dimensional as opposed to just being the cool guy with the skull mask and the memes. Now, before Modern Warfare 2 came out, Infinity Ward's head writer Brian Bloom said in an interview with IGN that there's characters within the Modern Warfare universe they would love to write stories about in order to expand their backstory. Now, he didn't name any specific characters, but this leak would line up perfectly with their desires to keep pushing the narrative forward and keep things character-driven. Ralph's Valve also claims that Infinity Ward is going to take an episodic approach to the campaign, kind of like Dark Pictures Anthology. I mean, I'm not really sure how it would fit in the expansion pack, but you get it. You buy the expansion pack and then the new campaign comes out in chunks. Or do you buy the new campaign piece by piece after the big 2023 expansion pack drops? I don't know. We've recently heard that Sledge is actually the one working on the expansion, but I don't think this actually contradicts the report. In previous COD games, different studios have been working on different parts of the game, so I have no trouble believing that Infinity Ward is handling the campaign aspects of Modern Warfare 2's DLC, while Sledgehammer is helping out with the multiplayer and the Spec Ops mode. That's my guess. So, you're probably thoroughly confused now. I don't blame you. After all, it was just a month or so ago that Activision claimed 2023 was a new premium Call of Duty game, which seemed to go against everything we just talked about and what we've heard for the 2-year game cycle. Okay. The industry insiders almost immediately came out and said Activision was being a little unclear here because Modern Warfare 2 is indeed going to be that 2-year cycle game. We knew that Activision was going to release something in 2023 because there's a lot of money to be made in COD every 12 months, and since COD turns 20, there's no way Activision sits out the year. So according to industry insider Jason Schreier, who many people trust completely with things like this, the next full Call of Duty release is developed by Treyarch, and it's not due until 2024. The premium COD coming out in 2023 is indeed going to be an expansion for Modern Warfare 2, but it's going to be massive, which is why they're referring to it as a full game. Jason claims that the expansion is going to be developed primarily by Sledgehammer, likely to allow Infinity Ward the time and space to start working on their next game, and it will likely have the amount of content you would expect from a full-fledged COD release. This means the expansion is going to be absolutely huge, so obviously a new single-player campaign makes sense. It also seems to back up the stories about the DLC pack, including a whole lot of new multiplayer maps, possibly even validates the people saying every single classic Modern Warfare map is going to be added to Modern Warfare 2's core multiplayer, which would be insane. Now, granted, some people think this is just going to be every classic Modern Warfare 2 map, but I can dream. Every Modern Warfare map across the franchise. It would be pretty awesome if Activision decided to bring everything back for their 20th anniversary. So, with all that being said, what should we believe? What does this mean for the series as a whole? Call of Duty has never done a massive expansion like this before, and the closest they've ever come to it was probably something like Zombies Chronicles in Black Ops 3. The jetpack era of COD was very strange. It resulted in Black Ops 3 getting a lot more post-launch content than anybody ever expected, for years actually. Right now, I think BO3 is actually the most supported COD game in terms of post-launch content and release schedules ever. Heck, it was still getting new content 2 years after launch, and it was largely due to the financial disappointment of Infinite Warfare and the serious loss of players that COD World War II experienced after its launch. Black Ops 3 was basically Activision's backup plan during that era of COD, which is a completely different situation from where we are. Modern Warfare 2 is reportedly a 2-year game from the start, and Activision knows how to figure out space and content and keep people interested for 24 months instead of 12. There's been a ton of rumors that Activision was going to do something big for the 20th anniversary, including a remastered map pack from Modern Warfare 2. It would include throwback maps, multiplayer, celebrate COD's legacy. There have also been some people saying we're going to get another remastered Call of Duty game in 2023. It's a bit of a throwback, but I don't know about that one. Imagine if we got Black Ops 2, I'm just saying, or World at War. So we'll see. They're going to make it a celebration, but let's get back to Ghost. Now, by making the DLC a spin-off story about Ghost, they can add a lot of backstory to the universe without making the DLC a required purchase in order to understand the next Modern Warfare game. They likely don't want the DLC to be a direct sequel to Modern Warfare 2's story because that'll throw things off for 2025 or 2026 when you know, inevitably, we're getting Modern Warfare 3. A Ghost spin-off story seems logical from a business standpoint, from a community standpoint, and from a standpoint of expanding the rebooted COD universe. It's also worth noting that a lot of people may not be willing to fork over $50 or $60 for something that's not huge in terms of an expansion. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's also something that's noted. Ghost died in the original one. So how does that work here? We'll see. At the end of the day, Infinity Ward seriously needs to fix issues with Modern Warfare 2's core gameplay and their experience before they get us excited for the DLC. With a lot of people, if they've left, they'll come back. We'll have to see. I think a story revolving around Ghost and really diving into his backstory would be cool. I'm actually eager to see classic COD maps rebuilt with modern graphics. Some people aren't. We'll see what happens. You guys let me know what you think. What are you expecting for COD 2023? And I'll see you guys soon.